So a few days ago, I just finally finished watching the new and final season of Orange is the New Black. I tried to film a video that night and was just too emotionally beside myself after everything to even, get out coherent thoughts. So I tried to film this again, the next day, and I missed so many crucial points to talk about to where I was like, fuck, okay, I'll try again. So here I am trying a third time. Maybe third time's the charm. Now, full disclaimer, if you don't like spoilers, this is not the video for you because I don't buy into that whole net spoilers crap thing because, you know what, if you don't want spoilers, don't watch anything before watching the thing, just watch the thing. Just saying. Anyways, so, goodness, where season 6 left off was Piper getting out of prison, and I think I knew even before the announcement came that this has got to be the beginning of the end, because where can it really go when your main character, and this is a series set in prison, has gotten out of prison? Well, I mean, they found a way. It was kind of a janky way of doing it, but I mean, they had a social story narrative to tell, and it did serve its purpose for that, so I see why they did it that way. Plus, I mean, what kind of a show would it be? It was like, oh yeah, she's here to serve a relatively short sentence, but we're not actually going to show her get out or anything. That would have been shitty, so I mean, they had to let her out. So fine. They let Piper out, they let Blanca out, they let Maritza out, they let a few others, I think, out too. And this picks up where that left off. And it left off with Blanca being detained by ICE as an illegal immigrant. And yeah, I kind of knew from that too that, ooh, we're going political next season. Which, I mean, this show has never shied away from going into social issues and politics. But this one, I think because it was the final season of the show, they went down a checklist of points that they wanted to tick all the boxes for while they still had the chance, and I commend them for that. It felt kind of rushed with having that many all in one season, not gonna lie. But I mean, these are things that it does open up a dialogue about, which is a good thing, always. But, I feel like if they had spread this out over more seasons, maybe it wouldn't have been quite as emotionally devastating in how they did it, and feeling just like you're just getting sucker punched left and right with every freaking episode of this season. Because that was part of why it took me so long to make it through it this time. Usually, with this show, I binge watch it in like a day and a half. Every time consistently without fail. Not this time. Hold on, I think there's a truck outside. Ooh, I was right, there was a truck. Anyway, so, yeah, this show has no problem with tackling a lot of issues in a relatively short amount of time, although some of them, they dragged out for multiple seasons for one issue, so it's just like, you never quite know what you're gonna get with them. I think we were all lulled kind of into a false sense of security with, the I Can't Breathe thing, the Black Lives Matter one, stretching into, wasn't it 3 seasons for that one thing, because it all took place over, 3 days or something? And then this season, it's just like, each episode has a different one. It's like, holy shit! What just happened? Oh my god. I mean, prior to that, we had covered a whole bunch of them really quickly, but yeah, we got complacent, and we got used to the pacing of the other one, but whatever. So, anyways, we tackle all sorts of things. This is not an all-inclusive list, because, I didn't write one out beforehand to have next to me to make sure I don't forget anything. I probably should have done that, but since I didn't, just as I remember them, we tackled things like the Me Too movement, we've tackled female genital mutilation, we tackled, the plight of prisoners when they're released, that if they don't have help getting out of prison, getting on their feet, that they are much more likely to go back to prison and fail. We've covered the immigration problem that we have today with people being detained and deported, and the conditions that they're being held in. That was all touched on. We had, what else did we have? Just how much prison can harden a formerly very sweet person. We tackled that. We tackled corruption in the prison system. We tackled, the GED program in prisons, and how, if not handled properly, it seems very skewed against people with disabilities. We covered funding for necessary programs in prisons being cut, and all hell breaking loose for it, like the psychiatric programs and things. Yeah, kind of important to have those. Tackle, what else? There was just so freaking much. There is tackling the topic of dementia, which that one hurt. I felt that one way too much because my great-grandma had that, and I literally watched basically what happened to Red happen before my eyes with my great-grandma, and yeah, so that one I was like, oh, long before they diagnosed her on the show, I was like, I know exactly what this is. I know a mile away exactly what this is, and it hurts because of how well they portrayed it. We also touched on infant loss and how it can not only tear families apart, but it can, like, really, really fuck with your psyche. There was suicide, depression, there was overdose, there was all sorts of shit. It just tackled so many things in very short order. I'm just like, oh my god. And we saw pretty much everybody come back. I think there was like a couple that I did notice after the fact didn't show back up in this one, even though they probably should have, but the main ones I was wondering about through most of the season did show up in, like, the last minutes of the last episode. So we did get Boo for, like, a second. We got Yoga Jones for, like, a second. We got the Meth Heads for, like, a second, even though I could have been perfectly happy without them coming back. The little Asian girl that was dating Pusey, why can I never remember her character name? I always remember the real-life actress's first name being Kimiko, but I always forget what her name on the show is, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Yeah, they all came back in the other prison that they showed briefly at the very end. But yeah, there was just, like, a whole lot of stuff covered really, really quick. And the thing that really got me, even though when I thought about it after the fact it made sense, was that virtually nobody got a happy ending in this. Which, I mean, why the hell in a show about prison would there be happy endings? I don't know. I think I was, again, lulled into a false sense of security by one of my other favorite shows that just got ended was Jane the Virgin, and everybody got a happy ending in that one, literally everyone. And then the next week, this show, the season drops, and oh, fucking nobody gets a happy ending, except for, like, maybe 3 people, and even then, it's like a limited happy ending with caveats. So, oh, infertility, that was another thing that was covered in this season, so I mean, there's that too. An adoption, like, there was just all sorts of things. But, my god, just the fact that seemingly my very, very, very favorite characters on the entire show are the ones that pretty much got screwed over the absolute worst in this season. I was like, come on, really? Really, though? Like, the one that hurt the worst, I think, was probably Pensatucky, though. And that doesn't happen until the second to last episode at the very end, but that one, I was pretty much beside myself. Yeah, she was a hateable character early on in the show, but she reformed her frickin' life, man. She had turned everything around. I was rooting for her harder than anybody, and then who falls back off the wagon, ODs, and dies? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? And for what? For what? She did not have to die. If she had held out one more day, she did not have to die because she actually passed the GED, as it turned out. I'm sorry, I have a lot of feelings. I have a lot of feelings about that one. Between that and what they did to Lorna, just, oh my god, I just was like, why? Why did you have to do this? Like, I could live with Piper not being happy, but no, in a roundabout kind of way, you let her be happy, even though Alex got transferred to another prison, and Piper, had to up and leave New York and move to Ohio, and everything she's ever known behind. so she could basically still chase Alex, even though Alex is the one that has fucked up her life irreparably, up, down, and sideways. Heart wants what the heart wants, I get it. I mean, I've been in relationships that are equally as fucked up, so I mean, you know, I get it. And I get how toxic they are, and I get that it kind of technically leaves the door open for, like, a spin-off that way of what happened to them after Alex gets out, maybe? I don't know. They probably won't. Like, don't let me give you false hope. This is not a thing I heard or read anywhere. This is just me speculating, so, but they left it open-ended enough to where even if they don't, you can pretty much fill in the blanks with whatever you want, and it could just as easily happen any damn which way, whether they worked out or not. You know? So, I mean, there's that. Good lord, though. There's just so many things. I'm like, I was not ready for this show to end, and it really feels like the end of a friggin' era, because that was one of the very, very first Netflix originals. I think there was only one before, and it was just freaking House of Cards, which I didn't care for. So this was the second one, and now it's over and gone. I'm like, shit, all of my shows lately are getting canceled. Once Upon a Time is gone, Jane the Virgin's gone, Orange is New Black is gone, a bunch of other ones I was watching, gone. I think all I've got left at this point are, like, BoJack Horseman and Younger. That's it. I got nothing else. I mean, I started kind of sort of watching American Horror Story last season, but, like, I could take it or leave it. I'm not that into it. I'll probably circle back around and watch the other seasons just for something to do, but, like, for real, show recommendations at this point would be fabulous, because I am kind of like, well, what do I do with myself now? There is, like, nothing to even, like, really take the place of the other ones at the moment, at least with some of the former ones that got canceled. I was like, well, at least I still got da-da-da. And at this point, it's like, I got 2 left, man. I got 2. And one of them comes out once a year, and the other one is very sporadic with when they even have new episodes. So, I mean, there's that. So I'm like, you know, more new shows would be nice. I mean, I'm probably gonna watch Russian Doll just because it's got the chick who played Nikki in Orange is the New Black as the main character, or so it seems from the banner that keeps showing up on Netflix. But, I mean, other than that, I'm like, I don't even know what to watch now. Like, please, recommendations. Do not say Riverdale. All you guys ever recommend to me is freaking Riverdale. I got it. I should watch Riverdale at some point. Do you have any other recommendations that aren't Riverdale? Please, Kay, and thank you. No shade to Riverdale or people who watch it, just, I'm like, can I get another recommendation besides just that one over and over and over and over? That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, I mean, be they current shows, be they ones that just, in general, I should watch even if they're over, but they're somewhere online to watch. Anything like that would be great, because I'm just like, I don't know what to watch. This sucks. Otherwise I'll probably just blindly click around shit on Netflix for things to watch, because at this point, with things actually on TV, they get canceled so freaking quickly now to where I find it very... I hesitate before even getting attached to them anymore, because it's just like, usually the minute that I do, the moment that I catch up on every episode, is the moment they cancel it. I don't know why I'm so cursed this way. This even happened with House back when that was still on. For years I had casually watched it, but the minute that I went through and watched all of them up till that point, like a week later, they announced they were ending it. I was like, but it's been on for freaking years. I thought that one was safe. You bastards. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I curse them when their one's actually on TV. So I don't know, but I'm open to recommendations, especially if it's people who are subscribers of this channel and generally know my tastes and what I like, what I don't. I mean, you know, I'm open to what you think I'd like. I'll at least give them a shot. I can't guarantee I'll like them, but I'll at least give them a shot, so. No Walking Dead. I don't do zombies. Just no Walking Dead. Before anyone throws that one out there, I was like, one quick caveat, I will not watch that one. But pretty much anything else you guys feel like recommending me besides that or Riverdale, go nuts. But anyways, that is about all I have to say for this one. So, kind of just babbling, but overall, I did like the season. I wish that it weren't the end of the series. I would have liked to have seen where some of these character arcs could have gone, but I could also see where they were kind of running out of places to go. So I get it, but it does make me sad. But I would have liked to have seen more. Just saying. So, what can you do, right? But, yeah, I would recommend it if you've been watching the show all along. It is a very good season. I mean, I was kind of disappointed last year by last season, but this one made up for that in spades. It actually was really good. It's just freaking emotionally devastating, but other than that, I mean, it was really good. But very well written. I'll give them that, and touches on so many social commentaries, and really, really went heavy with the illegal immigrants one. And I get that they did that to change hearts and minds by attaching faces, even fictional ones, and lives and backstories to some of these people going through this and showing just how big and terrible of an issue this is. And yeah, the way they did it was actually very effective. I don't want to go too political here because a lot of my views aren't too popular, but it did definitely change how I feel about this particular issue. I'll say that. That's as far as I'm going into that. I feel like I cannot be the only one who had their mind changed just through even watching this, and I get that that was probably the whole point, but it worked! It was very effective in how they did it. So, anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there that they really went heavy with that one, but they did it in a really good and effective way. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. So, as usual, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below, make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Twitter, my Facebook fan page, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.